Hello, Acton Lincoln. This is such an honor and a privilege to, I guess, eat lunch with you. Um, I feel so honored to work alongside Zach in this mission. I run two schools in the Woodlands, Texas area. I want to share a few stories with you today that hopefully will inspire you on your journey. And when things get hard, you'll maybe remember the heart of what this is all about, your heart as a parent, and the reason that you chose this brave journey for your child. So, my first story is about my son. His name is JD. He right now has graduated from Acton and is in West Africa in a country I didn't know existed called Benin Cotonou. Probably said it wrong. I'm Geography's not my strong point yet, but he's in West Africa and he is a charismatic boy and always has been and loves music, loves to write music, and is always ready for the next party. And I mean party like whatever the next exciting thing happening is. I remember from the time he was very little when he would say like a prayer with our family for food or our nighttime prayers or whatever. His prayer was always, please help us to have a good time. And that kind of encapsulates his life view. So then he starts at Acton. He's fairly old. I think he was like 11 or 12. And at one point, and this continues today, if you didn't get your session requirements done, you didn't get to come back after the session break until they were done. So he's pretty young in his journey. We've been homeschooling, which maybe we didn't do so great at. And he finds himself in a situation where every single session he wasn't able to come back. Part of it's because he's an optimist by nature and always thinks that he's almost done, even when he isn't, because the work looks so much less uh, from where he was sitting than it really was. And also part of it was just he enjoyed school so much and the fun of school. He didn't mind doing the schoolwork. It wasn't that. He just yeah, he's optimistic and always looking for the next fun thing. So he was unable to come back. And he really wanted to be, sorry, still going? Okay. He really wanted to be in school because that's where his friends were and he loved school, loved being a part of it. But every session, he wasn't done. And he was old enough that we could, leave him home alone if we needed to. So we just bit our fingernails and let it happen. We might have asked some questions along the way, but remember, he was almost done every time. So at the same time, around the same time that the end of the story comes, our family had decided that it would be best if our children did not bring their computers home. If you have elementary, actually any age children, I recommend this, or that they're left away. And what this did was force JD to really have to work at school, not just JD, my other children as well. And it forced him to help hold his peers accountable because those that felt like they had time to spare because they could just do work at home, uh, he didn't have that luxury anymore. So then he stepped into this incredible accountability person because he had to get his work done while he was at school. And so this opened up hours for our family in the evenings where schoolwork just wasn't an option, whether they got it done at school or not. But it also created for JD an opportunity to become a master at holding people accountable. At his graduation, his guide, who had been his guide the whole time, honored him with the words that unlike anyone else she's ever met, he's able to kindly, warm-heartedly hold people accountable and help them get back on track. And so this became like a superpower skill for JD because he had to use that time well. So we just let him fail, fail, fail. He didn't come back after his first many sessions. And finally, maybe in the third year at Acton, he figured it out. He was never late after that. He figured out how to manage his time, set his goals, get his approvals, share his approvals, keep his peers accountable, use his time well, and then he was never late again. And as a parent, I look back at that and I'm like, whoa, what were we thinking? But we were high on at the Acton way of like, well, he'll figure it out. And I credit that, us stepping back, us letting him fail in a really cheap way, to what he's able to do now. He's in a foreign country, speaking a foreign language, living on his own, very little money. Um, he's he's on a mission, and JD is not just on a mission um, in West Africa. He's on a mission for his life, because after that experience, he was able to get ahead and graduate early, which isn't necessarily our goal, but he's a musician. He loves music, and he was able to spend his launchpad year writing and producing music, just hours and hours practicing the skill that he loves, because he was able to master those skills. And he knew he could do hard things. He knew he could figure things out and didn't need, I guess, to spend his time spinning in the cheap challenges, because he got through those and then was able to do what he loved: write music, produce music, and now go serve the people of Africa. So there's that. Believe in your children, let them fail. The systems and the processes will work for them, because they're based on human nature and what we need as humans. The hard part is we want it to happen now, and we get scared. Our own fears come up when we're not seeing the results that we think our child should have. So be brave. My second story is that of an owner, and this came after some parents decided to take their child out of the school. And we truly do honor all journeys. We know the school's not for everyone. But in this case, it was particularly hard because the hero was not honoring their promises to the studio to use their computer the right way. But we weren't aware of it at the time. So there's always owner fails. Sorry, Zach. Sorry, all of you. We fail all the time. And we just promise to continue to get better. In this case, the hero was not honoring their promises to the studio, but the parents decided to take the child out, which totally understand. This was a middle school child. And the part I want to share with you is the email that they sent to us. The email part of it said, "We trusted you, and you," meaning us, "have broken our trust." And this just caused us to sit back and ponder what we realized. And my message for you today, I didn't clear this with Zach, but I told him he didn't have to show it. My message for you today is, do not put your trust in us. And this was essentially what we didn't say back to this parent, but sent a message out to our community. If you're putting your trust in us and not in your child, then it is in the wrong place, because your child can be trusted. And when we trust them, when we offer the courage, the support, the love they need to get through a challenge, to like cheer them on in their challenge, but not rescue them out of it, not take them out of it, not help them be a victim of their circumstances. When we do that, that is how the transformation grows, not only as an individual, but in your relationship. So don't trust Zach. He's one of the best leaders I know, and one of the most honest, humble, incredible people. I'm actually jealous you get to be in his community, but this trust is for your child. And the gift of trust is the greatest gift we can give to anyone. And when we offer our trust to someone, they may not always use it well, but they know they were trusted. And somewhere along the line, they know they were trusted because they are a divine being with a divine opportunity to give to this world. We truly believe that your child is a hero that has a mission to fulfill, a genius that has a calling to find, that will contribute powerfully to the world, that will change the world. And you, as a parent, get to be a part of that. Also, trust yourself. The trust you offer to your child, they're offering to you. You are their parent, and they love you. So trust yourself, be on your own journey. Listen to the calling that is calling to you. Find your own passions and gifts and go after them. That's what your child needs to see. That's the example of a hero on a journey who knows they can change the world. So there you are. My stories, my encouragement. This is a world changing, radical revolution. Thank you for your courage to be on the journey, to trust your children, and to support each other. We sometimes say their studios are like a petri dish for life, because you watch them and everything that's hard and wonderful and beautiful about life happens in your child's studio on a daily basis, and they're being given tools to deal with it. Tools I didn't have, and a lot of them I still don't have, until I started the school and saw that the secrets of the universe are contained at Acton academies all over the world. And that's a gift that you've given to your child because you're courageous and brave. So enjoy your lunch, enjoy your time together, and hang on with trust, because this change is worth it.